Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be walking you through the Solamachi Mall, which is underneath the Tokyo Skytree, from my January Japan trip in this little vlog. In Solamachi there's a Kirby Cafe and a detached Kirby Cafe store that I wanted to go to because my brother is a humongous Kirby fan. Since he was a baby, he's had this little Kirby plush that's been his support animal friend, imaginary friend. And so we had to go so he could pick up a few things. After I take you on this vlog of the food, some shopping, I honestly wish I captured more footage because it's not that much. I'll be doing a mini haul of what I also took away from the Kirby Cafe store. Alright, shutting my trap, let's get into it. I played Kirby games for a super long time. My brother and sister were more into the games, but I always thought that he was super cute. I love the Kirby universe, and because the cafe isn't going to be there forever, and many of these items are unique, I wanted to make sure I had little pieces of memories of my trip with my family, and also to remember this little dude in the cafe he once had in Solamachi. So first up, I have this little mini face towel. It's actually smaller than my face, and it's smaller than even like a hand towel. To me, a hand towel will probably be at least 1 or 3 more inches larger than this. So I'd say this is very travel or mini size. And this is actually Waddle Dee, one of the main side characters. There's a progression going on in this picture. He's frying some sunny side up eggs, and then when you get to the end of the line, he's accidentally tossed it onto his head. I like how simple the design is and how there's a lot of white space. I don't feel that this is busy at all to look at, and it's so simple just with the orange lining. This would be a really good towel to use during your skincare routine in the evening, for example, or when you're traveling. I got this from one of the capsule machines. As you can see from the vlog, there were numerous capsule machines, and it says Kirby Cafe, so you can definitely tell this is from the cafe. There's also teeny tiny text right underneath that I can't read, so sorry. There's just a jumble of letters right there. I haven't really eaten yet, so looking at Waddle Dee making eggs is making me hungry. This is so silly and just makes me so happy. I forgot to say that not all of these items have Kirby on them directly. Some of them have side characters, or they're Kirby with side characters, so just a heads up because my second piece is Waddle Dee again. He's had cream shot at him. Maybe Kirby and friends are having a friendly fight in the kitchen and they're shooting different pastries, creams, etc. at each other. My sister pointed out that this looked more like something not safe for work or R-rated. Kirby is for all ages. I'm going to keep this G or PG. Even though this is a really simple 2D figure stand, the artwork is very cheery. I really appreciate this kind of soft ink style. It's more artistic, it doesn't make it look harsh. It just has this whimsical slash cartoony look about it. This is also pretty durable, unless you drop it on the floor and you step on it by accident. It's not going to break. For something that you just want to put on your desk at work, this is also perfect because it's so tiny and it stands up by itself. This is my thumb in relation to it. And I have pretty tiny fingers. My ring size, for example, is a 4'3". So this figure is probably maybe a little bit larger than a US quarter. I also got this from a capsule machine where you could get other Waddle Dee figures, or you could get Kirby ones. I wanted to try more of the capsule machines, but at the same time, because I got Waddle Dee 2 times in a row, I thought I would just end up getting more Waddle Dee instead of Kirby or the other characters, so I was like, okay, maybe today's not my day to get Kirby. So if the cafe is still there, the next time I go I might try again and see if I get any other characters. But I'm impressed even by the quality of the artwork of this little thing. And it was only about $1 or $2 to play the machine, so if you need to bring back a souvenir for your daughter or son, trying out one of the machines for this is a great idea. Even though this is just a little figure and they could have just made Waddle Dee, they have this little apple as well that plays with perspective a little bit. It makes it a little bit more than just a 2D figure. Next is the ultimate stress ball if you're a Kirby fan. I have this little Kirby inside this star container, which is already a win because you all know how I love stars, and I kind of have this strange love for 5-point stars that have more rounded edges. I mean, I'm already raving about the container and I haven't even opened it yet, but inside is the squishiest Kirby, which I feel like is a very accurate embodiment of what Kirby is, because he is a puffball that can basically expand to suck in air, attack characters by blowing air or blowing objects out of his mouth. You can squeeze him, you can stretch him, pull him, just do all these things to relieve your stress. He's almost like putty too. As another capsule machine trinket, he has a sad face, but you can get him with a happy face or other expressions too. I would say the negative for this putty is that his features are painted, so you can already see as I play with the putty that the shoe paint is rubbing off, and his facial features are rubbing off too. So if you're stressed or you know someone that could take a load off, get them this little putty Kirby. For the finale, I have this Kirby and Friends snow globe, but not snow globe because when you shake it, there are no particles that dance around like snow. I'm probably gonna put this down right away because the two halves of the globe won't close properly. When I take off this stand, you'll see at the bottom, two halves come together and have a point at the end. The points fit together perfectly, but the sides don't line up, so I actually have to glue the sides together when I get a chance. Not only did the halves initially not fit in well, my clumsy butt actually knocked the globe over too, so right now they're just taped on, so this world is precariously hanging on by a hair. So I just have a little fixer-upper project to do. The globe stand's painted, but I love the star etchings going around the bottom. It just makes it look more epic and like it's a little art piece that you can even put on your desk. It's definitely bigger than the Waddle Dee figure, but hey, if you have a bigger desk or you want to make this a centerpiece of your desk, I think it will have that wow factor. I find this whole rounded perspective to be super cool and kind of like you just caught a moment of time as Kirby and friends are running through the world. Kirby and Rick the hamster are marching along. Coo the owl's flying about, and Kind the fish is also flapping about on land. There's a lot of action happening, very vibrant colors. It really looks like a 3D version of a typical Kirby world or a typical grassy Kirby world, a little physical shard of the Kirby world to take. Comment below and let me know if you know what the shard comment refers to in the Kirby world. And on the top, there's a star topper. That's kind of like the topper on a Christmas tree, and it just brings everything together. Stars are a major symbol in the Kirby universe because Kirby often glides around on a star, so if only the world was as full as light as this little scene in a globe. We're done with the mini Kirby haul. What did you think? I hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked what I hauled or if you like Kirby, make sure to like this video. And if you're an anime, video game, or style lover and want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss my future uploads. I hope that when you go to the Tokyo Skytree, you take some time to explore Solamachi and let me know what cool things you find. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!